Okay, today we start with chapter 7, FICO. Create statistical key figures, EMP, and the T code is KK01. Okay, KK01. This was our controlling area, and if you don't know how to change that, go to OKKS/N means new session in the same window. IMCO or any other controlling area that you have, just set it, and we'll go back to the transaction again, KK01, and we follow the guide. EMP is for employee, master data, statistical key figure EMP, enter employee each. Enter employee each. So what we are going to calculate from this is that the number of employees in a department will determine the cost of cafeteria that will be apportioned that cost center. Okay, with that cost center fixed value and save. Save. Next is enter SKF KB31N up to cost center accounting path. Okay, our cost center receiving cost centers will be 101, 02, 201. Statistical key figure EMP, and this is the quantity of employees. Okay, and then we'll save it. Okay, KB31N. Okay, IMCO, and we'll use this 01. 01. Receiver cost center 101. 2. Zero, 1. Total quantity is 200 for this one. Okay, 25, 75, let's see. 75 and 25. $75. 5. And we post it. Okay. Statistical key figures. We've entered employees for these cost centers, that this is the number of employees in these cost centers. Document posted 902, which is good. Okay, next is allocation method assessment, creating secondary cost element, and we'll create it using FS00. And assessment will, of course, pull the cost for cafeteria charges and apportion it to the cost centers. FS00, this is the cost center. We'll copy this. And what will be the category that will pull in? That will be 42 assessment. Okay, we'll change the board. IMCO. Okay. expenses, double click so that we can see that the company code has been set to IMCO, new, and we'll paste that, enter. Secondary cost. Now, secondary cost is basically not part of the primary GLs that are set up for reporting in FI. These are internal, okay? So, secondary cost. Okay. Where is secondary cost? Don't have secondary cost. Just strange. 07. OBA4. Okay, let's see. Okay, SPRO, let's go by the root because I can't recall the T code. Financial accounting. Because without that series, we cannot create a GL account. Master data, GL account, preparation, chart of accounts list. IMCO will be, of course, IMCO, but let's see. IMCO. Okay. At 9. Now, these are the template company codes and chart of accounts that we have created in the past. And I'm trying to search to ZAP 9. Okay. Secondary cost. Copy as. IMCO. OBD4 is the secondary cost. That, okay. Enter, and we'll put this series. Yeah. I am CEO. We'll rearrange this, the numbering range, so we can know what is the numbering range that we are going to follow. Okay. I am CEO. Creation of assessment cycle. Okay, fine. We'll create that cost element with 42 element cost element category. Now it will be possible to create that GL account, accessible 0. Okay. Okay. Create it. Email. Secondary cost, and okay. What will be the name? Cafeteria charges. Okay. Secondary cost. These account types, these are provided by SAP by default. Secondary cost. charges, interior charges, for data, cost element category, 42. Okay, 42 assessment. Yeah. Create bank interest. G001. Save. Now we have that. Secondary cost already made that because it has reported it. Okay. Next step, creation of assessment cycle. We have three options to create an assessment cycle, and that is based on the scenario that cafeteria charges are to be shared between three cost centers based on number of employees. We've already entered the number of employees in the previous step. Option one is assessment cycle for salaries and rent. Segment one for salaries, segment two for rent. Option two is assessment cycle for salaries and rent. Segment one for salaries and rent. Option three is assessment cycle one, assessment cycle two separately. So we'll go with segment one. Okay. Okay. Now maintain assessment. How? SPRO controlling cost and accounting, actual postings, period, and closings. SPRO. Controlling cost center accounting, actual postings. Actual means real live actual postings, business posting. Period and closing, the ones that happen at the end of a month of a period. Okay. And assessment. Maintain assessment. Create actual assessment. Not planned, but actual. Okay, cycle. Start date. Assessment of cafeteria charge. Okay. KC1 cycle name is LP1. CO1. Start date 01. 01 2025. Okay. Assessment of cafeteria charge. Assessment of cafeteria charges. It will be iterative. Okay. Iterative means it will run in loops every month. Iterative attach segment, salary, and assessment. GL will be, cost element will be the same that we created. SAO, salary, assessment. This is where the cost element category is given. Okay. Posted amount, sender rule, posted amount, share in 100%. Sender rule is posted amount, share in 100%, actual value origin, actual value origin. Receiver rule, variable portions. Receiver rule, variable portions, of course, every cost center has a different number of employees. Variable portion type, with statistical key figures. And sender receiver tab. From 104 to 400, 500, and receiver will be fraud. Okay. Even 104, 400, 500. Okay. 1004, 400 to 500. Cost center group that will receive, which is 1001, 02, and 2001. Okay. Fraud. Okay. Sender will be this one. This will collect from finance side. Okay. Under the operation and supervision of cost element, which is primary cost element, not assessment. Assessment is already mentioned in the previous tab. Okay. Same for rental. Okay. Receiving, tracking, factor, and statistical key figure, employee. Based on the statistical key figure, receiving tracing factor, actual statistical key figure, statistical key figure selection criteria is EMP. No scaling, actual statistical key figure, and that is EMP. Description, rent assessment from 104, same cost element is this. Okay. So next segment is okay. rent. Same. Posted amounts, variable portions. Actual statistical key figures. Sender receiver. Same cost center. 1004. 400, 600. Cost center group that will receive cafeteria charges. Okay. Sender values. Okay. Actual receiving tracer. Employee. Save. Okay. So we'll save it here and stop our lecture today. And we'll run this assessment run in the next one. Thank you very much. Have a great day and keep practicing SAP.